That's not a question of if they're available, it's just how can you work in your schedule here without too many interruptions.
I try to accommodate them as soon as I can, but there are times where I need a couple of days, so.
Okay.
Is there anything else on those issues? And I don't know when they'll issue their opinion on the other matter.
Well, there's some issues about that I don't fully agree with, how we got there, but I guess I have to wait to see when they render an opinion of, I won't go into some of it, but it's, some of the issues that were involved were not clear to me. So.
And is there a guideline someplace? I mean, when you just pick this guy, I'm thinking about whoever follows me, okay, or follows John, or follows Keith, okay, that you're running it, running a meeting, you're doing everything by the book, okay, and then all of a sudden, what is by the book? I guess my question is, how do we know what is by the book? We're going to run it right?
Well, I mean, the public, two segments you're dealing with. You're dealing with the open door, public access to the media things. You're dealing with the public records request portion of it. And there's statute that defines it. She has actually kind of a book that is more informal. It does have the statute repeated, and it also has examples of things. And then the Public Access Counselor's Office is available for consultation to anybody, whether you're the municipal entity or you're the public. And so we rely on all those things. The Public Access Counselor issues opinions, and those are advisory in nature, and they help guide the parties. So I'm sure whatever they issue will be guidance for both the town and the person making the request as to formulation and compliance. But there are, as you might expect, with any statute or and with municipal government, there are a lot of nuances. There's, there are a lot of gray areas they don't know the answer to, just like this news media thing. They weren't able to answer that, just boom, just like that. They needed some time for the Public Access Counselor to give that consideration, and also they allowed us some time to respond. But
well, you like to conduct business in a rational and reasonable way when you take into consideration all the gray areas out there and how you might overlook something, or makes you wonder if we need more. I don't know what we need. I've been watching this Odon Town Council for 40, 45 years, and I've never seen any board yet that intentionally withheld information of any kind from anybody. So now all at once we're trying to step through the.
well, I mean, I think the Public Access Council, you can read through just any of their opinions on there that they've issued, and there are hundreds. And they get questions that are similar to this in nature all the time, because it's an outlet for the public to go to with concerns, and they have to deal with them. Even if they're mundane, they have to answer it. So I don't think it's an indication anything was done improperly or anything. If they feel that way, they'll say that.
Yeah. It takes time to respond and to react to these things, though. And from business that we could be doing other things. But.
Well, the reality is the town, in that sense, has two full-time clerical workers. I mean, if you consider Beth just clerical, but you have the elected official and a clerical person. The other folks are not dedicated to office administration. They work in their respective areas, like Steve, Doug, whatever. So, and as you know, the board is part-time. You don't work full-time for the Odon Town Council, and I don't work full-time for the Odon Town Council. So it does take time for things
Can a
to
person
respond.
file one of these complaints a week, or is there after a while they say that these are harassment, or?
I don't think there's a limit, but yes, I did read an opinion on an issue of the fact that they were cumulatively harassing in nature. That was a complaint that was made by the municipal. He just issued some language. He had some language in the opinion about the fact that it could be burdensome. Well, he was issuing that opinion, the counselor, trying to give guidance, so the guidance was, yeah, they could be burdensome on a town because they're small and not a lot of personnel. So, I mean, it wasn't, fining anybody or anything, but I think probably
Okay, well, we'll move on and
the good word was in there about
keep that in
they
mind.
can be harassing.
Council, here is a handbook on Indiana's public access laws. This is what I use. Speaking with Ms. Brewer at the office, this is what she gave me. I would be happy to get you guys one if you would like a
Please, I'd
copy.
like one.
Okay, and
I
then I
have
also
one.
have a copy back there in the back, and then you do have one? Okay. I'll get you.
I have one, mine's old, mine's from many months ago, but,
This one is.
probably changed a little.
Okay.
One thing that's commonly overlooked on is the notice of special meeting, call meeting,
Mhm.
you have to have the IC number in there.
Right.
Whether it's a personnel issue or,
You mean for the executive session?
Yes.
Yeah, we,
Yeah. I do
That's-
that.
yeah, I was gonna say, I know I've talked about it before,
Yeah.
we've done executive meeting notices. Oh,
it will give an IC code and it will say personnel issues or purchase of property or something of that nature, but it is required.
we've discussed, some changes as well, just, between Beth and myself that were, just regarding record retention and things like that. For instance, I don't think routinely we've kept, notices of the meetings and things, so I
I
think.
found one in the minute books.
And I recommend, it's probably not a bad thing to just take it off the door and put it in the minute book and keep it. And the other thing I recommended is that when they're posted, that it be noted on the bottom when they were posted and at what time, what date, and who posted it. And then, kind of sign off on the bottom. And then that record's retained. So we have something to go back to because everybody's memory,